guys, May here, and today I am doing the Kpop Nostalgia Tag because I love tag videos, and whenever there's one going around, I just want to hop on board and be there for the tag video. As soon as I saw it on Alex's channel, I was like, I need to do this, and since then, Zephyr7Love and Randomy 2011 have done it, so I'll leave all three of their links down below. These are the items. I think I have 7 things in here, and there were more that I wanted to add, but I don't want this to be a super long video. What other thing would I start with than the first K-pop album I ever bought for myself? This is Super Junior's 4th album repackage. My dad got me an illegal copy of the 4th album version A, and if you've seen my collection videos, you know what that looks like. It's like a weird jewel case thing, and it wasn't legit, and I was very into Super Junior when he got me it, so I was like, well, I want to support the comeback, so I'm gonna buy the repackage of the album. They announced the repackage, and I was like, I'm there for the repackage, and I bought it for myself. It's also my most worn album because it's so, like, it's just traveled with me quite a bit, and so it's had better days, and maybe someday I will buy a newer copy, but like, this is very important to me. The next thing I want to do is, okay, we'll do you because you're just sitting here, is this Donghae Mr. Simple version B photo card. And I knew the concept of photo cards when I got into Super Junior. They started doing them in the 4th album, so obviously I knew in the 4th album you got a photo card, and I wasn't too concerned about it, but then I bought the 5th album version A, and then the 6th album came out, and then I bought the 5th album version B, like with the 6th album, I believe, and I got the group photo card in it, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool, like, you know, whatever, I'm fine with it, I don't care. I just wasn't very into, like, I need to get my biases photo card back then, and then I was on Tumblr and I saw somebody giving away their copy with Donghae's photo card, and their copy was very, very damaged, and they were giving it away for free with Donghae's photo card, and that was the first time that I was like, but I need it. And this is still, like, one of my favorite Donghae photo. I think that's what, like, really made me get it, was I think his 4th album cards are, like, okay, like, they're not my favorite cards ever of him, but this one at the time was my favorite one that had ever existed for Donghae. That was the first time that I received my Ultimate Bias's photo card after he was my Ultimate Bias. Like, really, I wasn't too concerned, and then all of a sudden I got this, and since then I've always been like, I want my Bias's photo card. So I guess the third item is when my dad went to China right after I got, not right after I got into K-pop, right after I was established in K-pop, let's say. My dad went to China, gave him a list of things that I wanted, just a bunch of names of groups that I liked, and he bought me these TVXQ DVDs, Best Selection 2010, and The Secret Code. These are so good, and literally to this day, the other day I was on a plane for a long time flying home from vacation. That's what the inside of it looks like. I haven't looked at this in a while. Even though TVXQ is not in my top 10 anymore for favorite boy groups, this thing's harder to put back than I remember it being. Yeah, it's really sad that, like, all 5 members are going to the army basically this year, but that means that they'll all be back at the same time, but it's gonna be a long 2 years without TVXQ. Like, I am very sad. I'll do this one. Okay, so this is Super Junior's Super Show 3 photo book. This is the first photo book I ever got, and I got it as a gift from a friend of mine when I lived in Seattle. She ordered it off Yes Asia for my birthday. I got her into Super Junior, and this is like the first time that I've ever gotten anybody into K-pop. She was already a fan of anime, and she knew that I listened to K-pop, and we weren't close for a while. Like, we just kind of knew each other, and then all of a sudden we were like really good friends. She lived in the neighborhood next to mine, so we rode the same bus to school, and so every morning on the bus I would be like talking to her, and then one day her and my other friend slept over, and she was like, hey, let's listen to K-pop, like, show us some of your favorite groups. And at that time I was like, well, I gotta show you Super Junior. So I got her into Super Junior, and so for my birthday she got me this photo book as a present, and it was the first photo book I'd ever gotten, and I love the third tour. I love it. It's honestly one of my favorite things ever. This is the first time that I got like a normal, like regular person. Not that we're not regular people, but I got like a person into K-pop. I got this person into Super Junior. I showed them how amazing Super Junior are, and even if they don't listen to them ever again, at least they've been exposed and they understand, like they appreciate Super Junior. This is After School's first full-length album, Virgin, and when I first was introduced to K-pop, my two friends who helped further my, like gave me songs and groups to listen to, and I would look them up. One of them was a very big Soan at the time, a Yuna bias Soan, whatever those are called. He's not anymore. He likes EXID now. Anyways, he introduced me to Girls' Generation, like right off the bat. Big Bang and then Girls' Generation, because I already knew Big Bang. And I was like, oh, but they're all so pretty and skinny, and oh no, get them away from me. So one of the reasons that this is special is because after being into K-pop for a couple years, I decided, you know what? We need to stop this thing with girl groups, and we need to start liking girl groups. And so I started liking girl groups, and when I was thinking about it, I was like, whose music do I like really like girl group wise? Because I listen to everything, so whose music do I like? After School. The other thing is that one year for Christmas, my parents were like, oh, send us some stuff you want for Christmas. And you know, every time we do this, my sister always mentions, oh, you should get K-pop stuff. And every time I'm like, you know, like they did that this year for my birthday too. And I was like, you know, there's really nothing like out right now that I really want. Like I kind of bought all the comebacks that I want for myself, and I'm okay. You guys don't have to do that. It's the only time I've gotten a legit album from my parents, and so it's very, very special to me, this album. I take great care of this album. It's important because it's After School, and it's important because it was a gift from my parents, who just kind of don't really completely understand, but they've just kind of accepted it after 6 years that this is a thing that I do. This is Infinite's second mini album, Evolution. Infinite, as you guys know, is a group that I've been following since debut. Since the day after their first debut stage. Infinite I was interested in because back then I followed all the rookies, because there weren't too many. Like it was like Beast and MBlack and 21. I heard that they were trained by Epic High, and I was like, oh, I like Epic High. I really like Epic High. So maybe this will be like a really hip-hop kind of like cool rap group. I love everything about Epic High. Like, I don't talk about them enough because I don't really consider them K-pop. They're just like this whole other level of artists to me. Like, they are just so awesome. And I, as you guys know, I like forgot about them, remembered the their second debut stage, watched the live performance, fell in love, and watched the music video, fell even deeper in love. And then they promoted that for a while, First Invasion for a while. They promoted She's Back in Korea for a while, and you know, they did all that. And then in January, right? Yeah. They came back with this album. When they released Dashi Dorowa, I was like, oh, okay, this is like K-pop. It's not like Epic High, like the music video isn't anything super deep, like it, because you know, the Woollim music videos for Epic High, if you've ever watched any of those, they're always so much thought put into them, and they're so like, there's a story underneath what's going on. They're just so cool. But this came out, and if you know this music video, it's very dark. It's Youngsu and Wooyeon fighting each other, and there's this like black ghost shadow thing, and there's all this stuff going on in the music video, and I was so blown away. I live for dark, creepy stuff like that. Like, I absolutely love that stuff. And I think it was during this era that I was like, Infinite aren't just another group to me. They are something much more important than just another group. Completely fell for them, I think, during this concept. And yeah, so that's why this is so important. Second to last thing, oh, this video is long, is this. This is BTS's first single album. Like I said in my Infinite thing, when I was talking about Infinite, I was very into following all the rookies for a while, and then 2012 started, and 2012 / like 2013 there were so many debuts, to the point where the only debuts I cared about were New East, BAP, and EXO. It was like end of 2011 too, I think, was pretty crazy, but that like entire time I stopped following rookies, like completely stopped. I was like, I cannot stand all the rookies right now. Like, anybody can be an idol. Like, I went through this sort of phase, and then BTS debuted. The first time I heard No More Dream, I was like, gross. Like, this is just not what I was expecting. I thought I was gonna like this rookie group, but I guess not. I guess they're just another one of those I don't care rookie groups. I went back on Tumblr and everybody was like, wow, this is so good, and I was like, we should listen to it again. You know, we can't just, like, we didn't know what to expect the first time, we gotta listen to it again. And I listened to it again, and then I went and bought this album. I'd say BTS are my second favorite boy group, and they are. I don't ever think they're ever gonna reach ultimate status like Infinite did. Infinite and Super Junior have very much claimed their spots, and they're not letting go anytime soon. So, sorry about that, but they are my second favorite boy group, and I think a lot of it has to do, like, I love their music, I love their personalities, I love everything about BTS, and I think a lot of it has to do with after they debuted, I was like, look what we've been missing. Look at all these second listens that we've been missing. How dumb am I? They got me out of my rut, and I was in a very deep rut. And then the last item, which I saved for last because it's not the most important item, I would say. All of these items are super important, but I think that this was such a huge thing in my YouTube career that it should be saved for last. I think this is After School's Flashback. You're all probably confused, but if you've been following me since the beginning, this is the first album I reviewed, unboxed. I had already unboxed it, so I was like, I'll do a review of it. I've been on YouTube for 5.5 years. I just had my 3rd year anniversary of this channel, and before this channel I had a parody channel which has 19,000 subscribers. I started that channel just mostly because of Super Junior, actually. I started the parody channel, and after 2.5 years and like 15,000 subscribers later, which was insane for me, like I never thought I would get that far. I only made that first parody video because I was watching one from the same music video and I was like, I could write better lyrics than this, and then I was like, well, why don't I? I want to do other things now though. Like I started watching other types of YouTube videos. I was like, I want to do unboxings. Like I want to do fun tag videos, and I can't. I've limited myself for the past 2.5 years on this channel, this other channel, doing whatever, and if I suddenly start doing other videos now, like I hate when people do that on their channels. I filmed a Q&A on my parody channel to celebrate something. I don't remember what I was celebrating. I really liked showing my face and recording my face during that video, and that's when I started thinking maybe it's time to move on. And also at that point, when I was doing parodies, I used to not look at the English lyrics for a song or try to like listen for English lyrics, and at that point I was like, you know, I've been into K-pop for like 3 years now and I really don't know that much Korean, and I really want to. It was a combination of that, it was a combination of it just wasn't as fun anymore, and so I made this channel. I tried to do both at the same time. It didn't work out between school and everything. I stopped doing this channel, I stopped doing the other channel. My first semester of college was crazy. Any of you that were friends with me during that time know that I was just never online, and I just had so much going on in my life, and really I didn't come back until last year. I regret that I missed so much. It makes me sad that I missed so much, but I didn't miss anything. I still listened to the music, I just didn't make videos, and honestly I miss it when I don't make videos. I like this channel, and this is why I kind of want to end with this being the last thing, even though it continues to try to focus on Dongwoo's face. I just think that my parody channel was a great time. But I think that I've been on this channel almost as long as my other channel, and that's why my 3rd anniversary, when I realized it was my 3rd anniversary of this channel, I was like, oh my god, look at everything I've done. And I'm still enjoying it. Between the friends that I've made, the experiences I've had, the things that I've done on this channel compared to the parody channel, yeah, this one has 13,000 less subscribers than the parody channel, but does that really matter in the end? Does the number really matter? I mean, I look at the number and I like to see it going up because I like when I put up a video and my subscriber count goes up like 5 subscribers because people watch me and they're like, oh, I like her, I want to see more of her. It's just been so much fun, and I know there are some of you that followed me over from the parody channel, and I want to say thanks for putting up with me for 3 years. Thanks for putting up with this for 3 years. Sometimes it's not on point and you still click that like button. You still leave me a comment and ask me questions and want to talk to me, and I'm glad that I didn't try to do whatever over on the other channel. I'm glad I left that, because I left the channel, I never deleted it, because people still enjoy those videos today, and it's great, and I'm really happy that they do, and I want them to continue to enjoy them, and I want to continue to enjoy myself over here. That was a really long video. Thanks if you sat through it. All the nostalgia tags I've seen have been decently long. I had things to say, stories to tell. I've been into K-pop for 6 years. I just have a lot of stories. I have so many more stories I could tell you guys. You guys want me to do a Q&A, so I'm gonna do a Q&A soon, so I can tell more stories during that. Just thank you, all of you who have been around, whether it's been for a year, 2 years, 3 years. If you've been here for 3 years, do let me know. Like, you're required to leave me a comment because you deserve a round of applause. I've gone through some ups and downs on this channel. We don't need to talk about it. Those of you who just subscribed yesterday, welcome. I hope you stay. I hope you like it. I hope you see what you want to see on this channel, and I hope what I'm doing that I enjoy, you enjoy watching. I'm gonna stop talking now. I talked way too much. Thanks for watching, guys, and definitely check out the other people who have done this tag so far. They're all really awesome people, and you need to check out their channels because they're all awesome. They're just good people, and yeah, I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye!